Welcome to this gentle yoga practice. We'll begin seated, so you can find a comfortable seat. Cross-legged is called Sukhasana, easy seat, or crisscross applesauce. Just come into your own seat and rock on your sitting bones from side to side. Maybe go a little slower so you can feel some more subtle transitions as you glide side to side. And then rock forward and back also. Just welcoming yourself into your body and into your practice. Can bring this to stillness now. We're going to begin our yoga practice in the way that we ended our yoga practice last week. But last week we ended laying down in Savasana, doing this exercise. It's a vagal toning practice. Vagal toning is amazing for your nervous system to help reset your nervous system and build resiliency. The vagus nerve is the longest nerve in the body, and it connects from your gut to your brain. So it is the gut-brain axis. You might have heard of that before. So bring your hands behind your head. You could interlock your fingers if you'd like. It's not necessary. And you don't need to push on your head. We're just placing them up here. If it feels safe enough, we're going to close eyes, and with an inhale, turn just your gaze, just your eyeballs to the right, and hold here. So do your best to steady your gaze, looking to your right elbow, but without needing to strive too much. We're not forcing. So allow your gaze to fall where it goes to the left and hold it there. Breathe into your lower belly. If at any point during the practice your arms get tired, you could release the left hand down, or you could release both hands down, keeping your gaze looking to the right. A few more breaths here, slow and gentle. You might notice your mouth gets a little more saliva, or swallowing. A yawn may come. Okay, release your hands down if they're still behind your head and bring your gaze back to center. We'll rest here for just a few cycles before we move to the second side. You could keep your eyes closed or leave them open. And when you're ready, let's begin with the second side. With an inhale, look with your eyeballs only over to your left elbow. And hold your gaze there without needing to force or strive. Just going to what's natural for you. Notice your breathing in your lower belly. About 20 more seconds here. With your next exhale, you can release your hands to your lap and bring your eyes back to center. Take a moment to notice how you're feeling. You could roll your shoulders after that if that feels good. Draw your shoulders up to your ears and down your back. Go the opposite direction. Awesome. Let's tilt right ear to right shoulder. Allow a little stretch in the left side of your neck. And then tilt your chin down toward your collarbone. Breathe here. Inhale, lift your chin and return your head to center. Take a breath here. And with an exhale, tip your left ear to your left shoulder. Feel the stretch on the right side of your neck. Then when you're ready, tilt your chin down towards your collarbone. Focus your breathing in your lower belly. Lift your chin and return your head to center. Place your right hand to the right and to the floor or a block. A block can be helpful to bring the floor up to you. Inhale, left arm up and over, then turn your gaze down towards your right thumbnail. Press into the floor with your right hand. In fact, let's press into the floor or block with just your thumb and index finger. Breathe here. On your next inhale, reach long with your left arm. And exhale, let yourself get heavier into the earth. Inhale, come back up. Release your left arm down and plant your left hand to your mat or a block on the left. Inhale, right arm up and over. You might follow your hand with your gaze, but ultimately turning your eyes down towards your left index finger and left thumb. Press. Steady both sitting bones into the ground. Next inhale, reach long, stretch. Exhale, get heavy. And come back around and release your right arm down. If you need to switch the cross of your legs, we've been sitting here like this for a little while, you could. It might make it so that the switch is the awkward side, and that's okay. That's good practice to get comfortable being a little uncomfortable. Place your hands over your knees. We'll take some cat-cows. Inhale to draw your chest forward and up. Look up. Exhale, round your spine and tilt your chin towards your chest. Move through these spinal undulations at your own breath pace. Inhaling to cow. Exhale to cat. 3 to 5 times. 3 if you're going slower. 5 if your breath is a little shorter. And don't worry about counting. If you lose count, that's okay. You're doing it. Next time you come through cat, let that be your last one. So linger here for a moment. And come back to your neutral spine. Let's come up to stand. And we'll begin with a wide-legged forward fold. So have your feet about one leg distance apart or 3.5 feet. We're going to interlock our fingers behind our lower back. Draw your knuckles down towards the ground. Look up. As you exhale, hinge from your hips and use your legs, press into the floor, and act as if you're going to tear the mat in half with your feet. Keep a bend in your knees. Breathe here. Bend your knees a little more generously here and press down into the earth to hinge from your hips to come all the way up. Pivot your right toes to the right, aligning your heels in one line. Inhale, reach your arms out to a T. We're preparing for Trikonasana, triangle pose. Turn your gaze over your right middle finger. Reach forward. Place your left hand on your right rib cage and tilt your left hand down as you spin your rib cage forward. Inhale, reach up with your left hand. So you could just place your right hand on your right shin, or if you'd like, a block behind your foot or in front of your foot. You could press into the block. Keep a bend in your knee here. And then open your chest towards the ceiling. Press down with both feet into the ground as you reach up. One more breath here. Exhale, bring your left hand to the floor or your mat and spin forward and drop your left knee. Excellent. Inhale, reach up with both arms into Anjaneyasana. One breath here as you press down into the ground and reach up. Exhale, bring your fingertips to your mat. Lift your left knee and step back to down dog or puppy pose. Puppy pose is on your knees. You could bring your chest down towards the ground as your hands extend forward. You're taking down dog, keep a bend in your knees. Means you're going to stay more on your toes. We're less concerned about the heels touching the ground, but a nice straight back. Draw your heart down towards the floor. One more breath here. Inhale, look forward and tippy toe all the way to your hands for forward fold. Grab each elbow with one hand. And release your neck if that feels okay. Press into the floor, come all the way up, reach up with your hands. Palms together. Exhale, forward fold once more. Fingertips to blocks or the floor, or you could bring your hands to your shins for a halfway lift. Inhale, reach the crown of your head forward as you draw your shoulders down your back. Exhale, forward fold. Step back with your right foot and lower your right knee to the ground. Press into your left foot to come all the way up. Reach up with your hands. Breathe here. On your next exhale, bring your fingertips back to your mat. Step your right knee up. Step back to down dog or puppy pose, or you could take child's pose. Breathe here. Inhale, look forward. This time, step just your left foot forward between your hands. Spin your right foot down and cartwheel up. So I'm going to turn around here so I can still see you. We're taking triangle on the left side. Align your heels in one line and be about 3 feet, 3.5 feet apart. When you're ready, inhale your arms out to a T. Brighten your chest. Take your gaze over just your left middle fingernail. When you're ready, inhale, reach forward. If you'd like to place your right hand on your left rib cage as you tilt down to help yourself spin your chest towards the ceiling, and then reach your arm up if you'd like. Again, we're keeping a bend in the knee. Press down into the mat. Light up your legs by pulling the mat in different directions with your feet. One more breath here. Exhale, fingertips to the mat. Spin your right foot forward and step back to down dog. Take one full breath here. And exhale, drop to your knees. Bring your big toes together and push yourself back to child's pose. You could stack your fists to make a pillow for your head, We're going to rest here for a few breaths. Notice your heart rate or your breath pace. Breathe into your backside body, expanding your ribs wide. And press yourself up and walk yourself to hero's pose or kneeling pose. I'll come back down onto your bottom, and if you'd like to have something like a blanket or a pillow to sit your hips up on, this can be really helpful. Bring your left, actually let's go right first, bring your right foot into your left inner thigh. Turn your torso over your extended leg. Take an inhale, brighten your chest once more. And exhale to walk forward. So we're not going for our deepest bow here. We want to keep a nice straight lower back. So only come as far as you can breathe comfortably. You can stay seated back in your hips. And your shoulders can draw down your spine. If you'd like, you can bend your knee here and walk your chest closer to your knee here. But we're leading with the heart, not crunching or rounding the lower back to make this fold happen. Inhale, come up. Bring your right knee up towards your chest and reach your left hand around your right knee. You could use your right hand as a kickstand behind your back. Turn your gaze down towards the ground or close your eyes here and see if you can key your breath into your breathing at your lower belly, noticing your lower belly extend towards your thigh with the inhale and hug and squeeze with the exhale. One more time. Great. Unwind, come back around, and extend your right leg long. Let's take a forward fold here if that feels good to you. Again, breathe into your backside body. Inhale, come up and draw your left foot into your inner right thigh. Take an inhale to get long and turn your torso over your extended leg and lead from your heart to walk yourself forward. Option 2, bend your knee and rest your forehead on your knee. If your knee is bent, go ahead and straighten and come all the way back up. Bring your left knee up in front of your torso and reach around with your right arm to hug your left knee. Turning your body to the left. Let's bring our attention to the play that's happening at the lower belly. As you inhale, it kisses your thigh. And as you exhale, your belly tones towards your spine. Little cat and mouse between your lower belly and your thigh this morning. Last breath cycle here. Full breath in. Exhale it all out like you're squeezing all the toothpaste out of the tube. And come back around. Let's come onto your back. Keep your knees bent. And your feet should be about hip distance apart. Let your arms lay by your side. And lift all 10 toes. And press down into the earth with all 4 corners of your feet. So when you do this, notice you can release that pressing for a moment. And notice how when you do press into the mat, your pelvis lights up a little bit. And it almost lifts on its own. Let's try that. Press into all 4 corners of your feet. And if your pelvis is wanting to lift, go ahead and lift your pelvis. Press down into your forearms. Take one breath here. Exhale, lower down slowly, like you're rolling one vertebrae at a time. The next time we take this, we're going to hold a little longer. So when you're ready, begin to press down into the earth. You feel your legs and pelvis engage. Lift your pelvis with your inhale and shimmy your shoulders underneath. You could interlock your fingers here. Then press down into your forearms. Your chin can come towards your chest. Draw your knees toward your toes to create length in your body. 2 more breath cycles here. Exhale, lower all the way down. Pause here for just a moment. Draw both knees in towards your chest. Wrap your arms, your hands around your shins or your thighs. And release all control of your breathing. Let your body breathe here. Spread your arms out to a T. If you'd like to have a block on each side of your knees, that can be helpful. With your arms spread out to a T, drop both knees over to the right. Try to keep both shoulders on the ground, so your knees only go as far as shoulders can stay relaxed. And turn your gaze to the left. With your next inhale, bring both knees to center. And use your exhale to lower both knees to the left. Turn your gaze to the right. Use your next inhale to come back up to center. Reach your forehead up to your knees and give yourself a squeeze here. Squeeze into a tight little ball, giving yourself a hug. And then use your exhale to pour out into your Savasana. You've made it. And find a comfortable position for your Savasana. Doesn't need to look like anybody else's. Could take up as much space could choose if you want to have your palms face up or face down. Maybe today, one hand on your belly and one hand on your heart feels good. No need to lead the breath in Savasana. You can let your body breathe you. This is a process of doing less. Relax the corners of your eyes. And release any holding in your jaw hinge. Imagine all the muscles of your face softening, melting. Imagine you have sidewalk chalk and you're going to draw an outline of your body, starting from the crown of your head. Trace the outline of your body on your mat. If you get distracted or lose track, just begin again. Once you've traced your outline, imagine that the ground just within the outline, just within your body boundary, the ground softens below you like a cloud. Let your body sink heavier, deeper, softer. Release any holding in your shoulders. Let your hips sink with heaviness and relaxation. If your mind wanders in Shavasana, that's totally normal. Without judgment or needing to finish the thought, just guide your mind back to your body breathing you. Or the feeling of your weight making contact with the ground. If you have more time to stay in Savasana, I invite you to stay as long as you can. If you've come to the end of your practice, start by deepening your breath. Then make micro movements like rolling your head gently side to side, wiggling fingers and toes. Your movements can get a little bigger as you feel ready for them to. Maybe reach above head for a full body stretch. Bend one knee and then the other. And roll to one side. If you have room to roll to your left side, it's great for digestion. Just pause here for a moment. And listen from within your body for when it's ready to be pushed and guided up to a seat. We'll sit together for a brief moment of meditation. Close your eyes if that's okay for you. And let your body breathe here. There's no need to control your breath, but just linger here in this benefit of the breath. It goes on without our conscious awareness, yet we can also self-guide to help ourselves feel better, to reset our nervous system. Check in. How's your body feeling? How's your mind? Bring your hands to heart center if that's a gesture that you like. And I'll invite you to bow towards your heart. We did a lot of following our heart, leading with the heart today. So thank your heart for showing up. And I also thank you for showing up. I'm so glad that you're here. If this practice has been helpful, I hope that you'll like or subscribe. We do this every week. And I've just released a new series. It's a 21-day guide to a home practice. So if you're looking to go deeper in your yoga practice or build a consistent home yoga practice, I walk you through the last 10 years of my home yoga practice, offering tips and learnings from my path. Thanks for being here. I hope you feel nourished. We'll see you next time.